Hey guys, what's going on? There's Kyle. I've been wanting to kind of do this video for a while now. I've done a video on the best WWE World Heavyweight and WCW champions of all time, and I don't think I've done one on TNA yet. I might do one, might not, depending on how I feel. But I just want to do just a small, short list of the top 5 best ROH World Champions, at least to me. So these are some of the guys that I thought were great champions in ROH and brought some prestige and really brought prestige to the title. And still to this day, the Ring of Honor, all the championships really in Ring of Honor still have prestige to them. But these are some of the guys that I think help contribute to bring prestige to the belt. And just like I said, just some of the best champions. So starting at number 5 is Tyler Black. A lot of people then, how should I say, when Tyler Black became the world champion for the first time, some people I knew personally had like mixed reviews about it. Some people were happy about it and thought like, oh wow, Black is finally the champion. Others are, didn't really care for Tyler Black being the world champion. Thought it was a bit of a tweener. And when Tyler Black kind of broke out into his own from the tag team division into the singles wrestling profession, that's when a lot of people started to compare Tyler Black to CM Punk. And because they made those comparisons, I think that's why so many people never really cared for Tyler Black or disliked Tyler Black, because every time they would see Tyler Black, they would compare him to CM Punk. And I will admit, Tyler Black favors CM Punk. When Punk had the long facial beard and long black hair, he does favor him. But as far as in-ring skill ability and even, mic skills, they're like two totally different people. I don't compare their wrestling skills. And Tyler Black is a phenomenal wrestler. I would consider him one of the best wrestlers, today. And Punk is way far ahead of Black in terms of mic skills. But I just always thought it was kind of unfair for people to judge Tyler Black just solely off one wrestler, and they would just downplay him because of the comparison. And so, when Black finally became the world champion, like I said, people that I knew had mixed reviews about it. Some were happy about it, some weren't. They thought, it's too much of a tweener to be the world champion. But, I thought Black had a good run. He won it from, who did he win the title from? Austin Aries back in February, and he had it from February all the way until September, which I think Roger Strong won it, which was all last year. So he had a really good run with the belt. So Tyler Black is number 5. Number 4 on my list for the best ROH World Champion is Takishi Morishima. Now, Takishi Morishima is a big, heavy-set Japanese wrestler. I love his work. He's another guy with my friends and never really cared for as the ROH champion, but I love him as the ROH champion. I haven't seen him in a while, but since he left Ring of Honor, like back in 2006, 5, 6ish. I haven't seen him, so I've heard some stuff that he's been working with Noah, and then I've heard some stuff that he's been working in New Japan. So if anyone knows, or Takishi Morishima, where he currently works now in wrestling, let me know. Put it in the comments down below, because I haven't followed this guy since he left Ring of Honor, and I am a fan. But anyway, I thought Morishima had a really good title run with the belt. He was the biggest guy, really, I think, to have ever won the ROH World Championship belt. And he's had some phenomenal matches as well, whether it was against Low-Key, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, Bryan. He's had phenomenal matches. So Takishi Morishima is number 4 on my list for best ROH World Champion. Number 3 on my list for the best ROH World Champion is Bryan Danielson. The guy you guys currently now know on the SmackDown brand, who has the Money in the Bank briefcase on the SmackDown brand. Bryan Danielson is another guy. He was a guy I didn't expect to be the Ring of Honor World Champion when he did win it back in 2006, but I think it was 5, 6. It was one of those years. But when he finally did win it, though, I was extremely happy and excited for him, and he really had a really good run with it. I think Bryan probably had the second longest reign. I think the second longest reign as ROH champion. but he had an incredible run with it, and he's one of my favorite wrestlers as ROH World Champion. Number 2 on my list is a double, Austin Aries. Austin Aries is still to date the only man who has won the Ring of Honor Championship the most. He's won it twice. Austin Aries, who's another guy you guys probably currently now know on TNA, is the X Division champion on TNA. But still, in ROH, he's the only man to have held the world title twice. Austin Aries has some phenomenal matches. He's the guy who I really thought brought prestige to the belt. And honestly, I probably have to say too, like out of all the wrestlers who have been ROH champion, Austin Aries, I would say, has been my favorite heel as a world champion, as ROH world champion. I don't think any other heel who has won the ROH championship I've liked so much other than Austin Aries. And I can even think back, and honestly, if I really think back to it too, I don't think there's been a lot of heels actually, anyways, that have won the ROH championship. I mean, I know Tyler Black had turned heel when he had the ROH championship during this last couple of months and reigned as champion. He had turned heel. CM Punk had turned heel when he had won the ROH title, but I don't think there was a better heel as the world champion in Ring of Honor, at least for me, other than Austin Aries. So Austin Aries is the number 2 on my list. Number 1 on my list is the best ROH world champion ever, at least to me, like I said, is the Samoa Machine, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's another guy who you guys currently now know. Well, you probably don't know now. He is in TNA, but you wouldn't know because they never air him on television. But Samoa Joe is I have to put my number 1 all-time favorite Ring of Honor world champion. Samoa Joe has the longest reign as the ROH world champion, like, ever. If memory serves me right, Samoa Joe won it back in 2003, and I don't know what date exactly he won it back in 2003, but I do know he did lose it. He didn't lose the belt until like December of 2004. I don't know the exact date for that too, but he won the belt from whenever month he won it at in 2003, and then lose it until December of 2004. And that was the longest reign that any other champions had. Samoa Joe, I think, was the one person to truly bring prestige to the ROH championship and bring it to a level of prominence that it holds to this day. You know, for other guys like Richards and Eddie Edwards, who held the title belt. So I think Samoa Joe is really the pioneer, for the ROH world title. Low-key was the first champion, ROH world champion ever in history, but Samoa Joe, I think him being the longest reigning ROH world champion and having all the phenomenal matches that he's had as the champion, it really brought meaning and prestige to the world championship. Like I said, that it still carries to this day. And I think one of the reasons why the ROH, all the belts really in ROH, mean something and have prestige. They're the only belts that mean anything now in the wrestling business compared to TNA or WWE. So, but as for the world title in particular, I think one of the main factors why it means so much, now after all these years, part of that is due to Samoa Joe's lengthy reign as the champion, and like I said, just having phenomenal matches, and representing that belt proudly, as the ROH World Heavyweight Champion. So this is my top 5 list of my favorite and who I thought were some of the best Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champions in ROH's history. Let me know what you guys think of this video. If you like it, didn't like it, comment, subscribe. And I'll also be doing 2 other videos. I don't know if I might do them later today or tomorrow. I'll be doing 2 other videos on some wrestlers who I think ROH could add to their roster, because like I said, their roster is a little bit of a lackluster. And another video I'll be doing will be one of wrestlers who are currently in the FCW, who I think WWE could put on their main roster like right now. So let me know what you guys think of this video. Comment, subscribe. Peace.